Have you ever thought about creating AI-powered digital tumbler wraps with potential to produce amazing sales on Etsy? Today, I'll reveal how to create stunning AI designs with MyDesigns using our Dream AI feature, and then show you how to generate hundreds of high-quality mockups in seconds, and then bulk publish these products to Etsy at the click of a button. Let's get started. And to give you an example, this is a very popular niche lately. A lot of people selling these now, but you can see these digital tumbler wraps that people are generating primarily using AI. So inside MyDesigns, we have Dream AI. So I'm going to cover that, but basically show you how you can sell these products very quickly and very easily. So going back to Dream AI, I'm inside MyDesigns. I'm on the Dream AI page. I'm going to keep this simple. I have a digital art style that I selected here, but there's quite a few styles you can choose from. But I'm going to leave digital art for most of these. The aspect ratio that gets us closest to the proper aspect ratio for these tumblers is 5:4, so I recommend that. And using our newest SDXL 1.0 model, this one's amazing. I have this set to generate 6 images at a time. As you can see, my prompt in this case, 3D red roses flower pattern, stained glass. You see right here, this looks fairly good. I went through and pre-generated some of these so I don't have to wait. To kind of show you some of these different patterns. And there's some really just good ones. And I'm not gonna save all these, but I just wanted to show you like the different possibilities, kind of what you can do here. And basically you can quickly generate these in MyDesigns. If you do want to use Midjourney, you can do that too, and then just upload them to our listings page. But otherwise you can just use Dream AI and do absolutely everything inside MyDesigns without having to have a subscription to any other product or service. So let me go down, and I'm just gonna start saving some of these. So I'm gonna start here. Let's save this one. Maybe I'll save these 5, and I'm gonna actually upscale them by 4x. And save them to this collection here. So just hit store listing, say yes. It costs a little credit to store these at 4x. I'm gonna go up and save a few more of these. Get this one. Get the ones that look good here. These 3 look good. Again, just store to listing. And it's saving these in the background to my listings page. From there I can generate mockups, etc. Grab some of these flowers. These ones actually, I believe, yeah, all these look pretty good. So I'm just gonna save all of those. Ideally, I want to get around 24 of these so I can kind of show you the example. Don't want to get too many. It's like, again, this prompt, look how simple this is. Colorful neon hummingbird, that's it. I mean, could it get any easier? Simple prompts work really well inside MyDesigns now. So I'm probably just going to save, I'll just save this one, and maybe I'll just save that one. Let's go up. Got some dog portraits here. These look pretty good. Maybe we'll save those 2, this one as well. We'll save these 3. Keep scrolling. You got some of these other effects I was trying. You got more of a cartoon style here, just to kind of show off the different possibilities. I'm going to save all of these because I really like these ones. And let's keep going. It's another kind of 3D colorful neon butterfly I was trying out. Turned out pretty well. This is a black and red roses flowers. That's literally the prompt. It's very simple. And this is, again, a little bit more detail. Got the matte in there, and of course seamless pattern. Even though it's not seamless, it still gives a kind of a seamless look. In the future, we'll actually support seamless patterns, but I'm gonna save these 4. And you got some more here. So maybe I will save all of these. These look pretty good. And again, I'm upscaling these by 4x on every single one of these. Got some more unicorn related patterns here. Maybe I'll just, or sorry, wraps here. I'll just save this one. And maybe this one as well. We'll save those 2. And now I think I've saved over 24 of these, so I'm going to move over to the listings page. And it usually takes, you know, a good 5 to 10 seconds when you save these and upscale for it to upscale, and then save to the collection. So I'm giving it a second. But now I can just move right over to the listings page. Got 34 of them. Wow. So I'm going to refresh this and just make sure they're all saved. Yeah, so we got 34 of these. I can switch the view real quick. You can just very quickly see we got all these patterns. Another page of them, it shows 24 per page. So yeah, I can go, let me go back to page 1 and go to the top and select all. Now what I need to do is actually make these ready for tumbler wraps. And the base dimensions that we require are 2,790 pixels by 2,460 pixels. So I'm gonna select all of those and go to our canvas system knowing that. Again, these are already upscaled, so let me just show you real quick. So you can see here, 4,608 by 3,584, so they're pretty big. I need to upscale those, but actually also want to go through and rename these. just so that way the file name's a lot better and cleaner for the end customer. So I'm going to do that real quick. You just click this little pencil icon. Let's say colorful unicorn. And a lot of these will be the same from the same prompt. So do that and just keep going. Purple flowers. Nothing crazy, right? Now I'm going to go through and rename all those, and I'll resume the video so when this is done, because it's going to take a second. Alright, so I went through and renamed all of these, as you can see. So I'm going to uncheck this and go to the canvas system now. And what I'm going to do is turn off this keep aspect ratio, because again, you want these to be at 2790 pixels by 2460. That'll be the main file. Now that's too big, right? So I'm just going to select this image. I got fit vertical over here. So that'll fit it vertically, and now I want to have this more centered, obviously. Now that probably isn't going to be the case for all of these. I'm going to hit sync, because that will apply it to all 34 of these listings, and I can rotate through these and see if it looks good. And now for the rest of these, they'll actually look good. Let me just keep going through just to make sure. Something you can do, and you can adjust any of these manually too. But when you do hit sync from one of them, it's going to apply that to all the selected listings. So I think these look good. I want to make sure the dogs are more in the middle like this. In this case, I can move this one over a bit, get it more centered. That one looks pretty good as is. This one as well. Hummingbird's gonna be a little too big, but I can't make this any smaller, so I'm gonna leave it. Yeah, and everything looks good. So now what I can do in this case, like when I feel good about these, went through all 34 of those. I can change the output file, and I'm actually going to replace the original image. You don't have to do this. You could save it into a new file slot. If you ever need to create file slots, you can click this little plus button and do that. But I'm just going to create this and overwrite. So that way it's overwriting the original image, and it's going to be at the exact dimensions I need for our Tumbler wraps when you're selling them on Etsy, and of course for our mockups too. And that is done. So if I look at these, they're now 2790 pixels by 2460. That's perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and change the view. As you can see, there's already data in here. I have my title, descriptions, and tags, and you do see this little empty field. That's because it's mapping to my keyword field. So real quick, I'm going to show you what's cool about MyDesigns. Because we have the file name, I probably actually should have done that first, because now I added the default image because that's this file slot name, but I'll just remove that after. So I'm going to go to Edit, in bulk. I'm going to select that primary keyword field, go add to front, and add a variable. Change it to app, and I'm basically just going to grab the default image and the file name, and you get a preview here, right? So now I'm going to apply that to all these fields, and just like that, it's done. Now I don't want this on the end, because again, it takes the file slot name when you create these. So I should have done this first, but this is a good example. I can just go edit in bulk, go to primary keyword, and I'm going to go find and delete, and put that in here. You can see down here at preview. So if I remove it, got this dash default image, I want to remove all that. So just hit apply, and now we got the keyword that we want in the primary keyword field, which is going to populate everywhere else. If I double click here, you can see in my tags it's populating, and everything looks good. So now, like, basically the data is ready to go. And what I did here is I could share this with you in maybe the description below this video. But in the template, I just basically added this all at template level. That way, every time I upload images either from Midjourney or create them in Dream AI and add them to this collection, it automatically inherits all of this data, which is really good. Now, in some cases, I'm going to have some tags that are too long, so you can go through and clean those up. Or we do have this little clean up tags option that should work. Do all listings. Oh, that's not what I wanted, so I'm going to discard and just go through and manually fix these. But I will pause the video while I do that. All right, so that's already done. Now we can get to the fun part. I'm going to switch to view. I'm going to again select all 34 of these. Go to our mockups generator. This is very powerful. Go to image mockups, and I'm going to change this to the drinkware category. And this new feature we just added, multiple mockups, so I don't have to go to the mockup generator over and over. I can just check this, and now I can actually select all the mockups I want. Now the first thing I want to select is this tapered mockup file, and this is very important. I'm going to change that to PNG. And I'm going to actually change this to the tapered file slot, because it's going to create the tapered version of each of these digital Tumbler wraps. That way you have the straight version and the tapered version, and all you got to do is just choose the file slot and change that to PNG, because you need the transparency around that. Now what I'm looking for are the straight, so the straight 20-ounce tumbler. I want that one. I want the other straight 20-ounce tumbler here. These are different mockups. And it's automatically going to choose an empty file slot to place these in. I'm going to actually go mockup 1, mockup 2, and let's grab a few more of these to preview. I think obviously we want to get this straight mockup version here, and we'll put that in mockup 3. And I'm going to also grab the tapered version. This is going to show what your design looks like, basically the tumbler wrap the customer's receiving. Put that in mockup 4, and I believe that's it. So in this case, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different mockups we are generating for all 34 of these listings in one go. This is ridiculous. It's not really possible anywhere else that I've seen. We built it at MyDesigns. So I want to again just double check that tapered file and make sure the output's PNG. All the rest can be JPEG for mockups, which is perfect. So we're good to go. So I'll just click generate mockups. Now you can see 170 mockups are processing, and it literally it's done in less than 30 seconds usually. So you can see how fast that's generating all these mockups for all of these listings. And of course, it's going to also create that straight. We already have the straight file here. That's what this original file is. Then it creates the tapered version too. So now that that's done, you can see everything's populated. So let me just double click on this file slot. You can see we got the tapered version. And again, if you go back to the default image, this is the straight version. Those are the 2 files that we're going to sell to the customer on Etsy. Now let's check out our mockups too. So you can just see how beautiful these are. Yeah, amazing. And we just did that for 34 listings in less than 30 seconds. You can see how ridiculously powerful that is. So let me go back. Let's preview the rest of these. Just make sure everything looks good. Different versions of your mockup here. And then of course we got the straight file. This way we could show the customer what they're receiving. And then of course this tapered version as well. So just like that, you can see how fast we generated all these mockups. And now that the data is done, the mockups are done, the last thing I want to do, because we just added support for this, is create a video mockup too. That's going to really give your listing on Etsy a boost because videos are popular. Now I'm going to actually deselect the files and just select the mockups. It's only 4 different mockups in this case, but we'll just create a quick transitional video. I'm going to put this, we'll put it in mockup 5, just hit submit. Again, now we just queued up 34 video mockups for this listing, which won't take too long to finish. When it's done, I'll show you a preview of that video. And that took less than 60 seconds. The video is done, so I'm going to double click this. Let's preview. So you can see we have a video for all of these. So if you want to see what that looks like, you can just click on it. And it's just a simple, subtle transition to your mockups. That way, if a customer is searching Etsy and they hover over this listing, it's going to show them, you know, this nice video transition between the mockups inside the listing itself. So that is good to go. We have all the assets we need. So I'm going to go publish, go digital, and select files to sell because we want to select those 2 files that we're selling. And we got the default, which is the straight version, and we're going to get the tapered version. So we're going to select those 2 files that we're selling and go next step. Choose your shop. In this case I have my demo shop selected, but you can also select multiple or connect multiple Etsy shops to your MyDesigns account because we support print on demand too in the same way. Go next step. Now I'm going to uncheck these. I don't want those for the mockup. I want this to be my main mockup, then add these as well along with this video. And you can add a watermark if you like. It's up to you. I'm not going to. But I'm going to hit next step. Got title, description, tags, and I already put the inventory and pricing in on one of the data sets. So I didn't go over that, but it's already in there. So you can see everything's here. And again, you can always map these fields to custom fields you build in the template, but without getting too complex. I'm going to go over to the next, but you can preview, by the way, through each of your listings here if you want to see what they look like. Let's go to next step. And then one last step to preview your main mockup along with the additional mockup. You selected the title, description, and tags. So in this case, with the pricing and quantity, everything looks good. All I got to do is hit publish. Now it's publishing all 34 of these listings with all 5 of those mockups, and they'll be live on Etsy within a couple minutes. And I'll show you one of these listings when it's live. All right, that's already almost done, just like that. All of those are published. You can confirm by going to the jobs page. You can see right here, you pull this up and it shows you all the listings that are published. And it literally took less than 1 minute to publish all 34 of those listings. So I'm gonna go over to my test Etsy shop, go to the listings page because it's going to post them to the drafts folder. So you can see here, 34 of them. So open that up. Got all 34 listings here. You can see each of them contains a video. This is amazing. So what I could do, so I could select all 34 of these and just publish them, pay the Etsy fee. And I'm going to actually do that. And then I will pull one of these up so that you can actually see it. on Etsy. Let's see, which one do we want to open up? We'll go here. And you could view it on Etsy. But real quick, I'll just show you this. You got all the mock-ups, the video here, and all the details that we had from MyDesigns. And what happens here is the customer gets a digital file, which I can show you. And when they open that up, it's just a download link that takes them to a page that downloads their files. So it's very intuitive. So let me go over here so you can see the actual listing. Got the video. Again, just showing your mock-ups, transitioning through them. Got the other mock-ups as well. The straight and the tapered. So just like that, in less than 10-15 minutes, we published 34 listings. Now, MyDesigns is really powerful. You can do more than 34. That's just the example I wanted to show you. Generated all of these graphics in 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐫𝐷esigns right inside MyDesigns, saved them to a collection, used the Canvas system to prepare the straight version of the file the customer's receiving, then created all the mockups in bulk, published all the products in bulk, and already had the data set at the template level. So now that I have that structure set up, I could go publish hundreds of these fairly easy, and the customers can get exactly what they want. But anyway, that's it for this video. I wanted to show you the various possibilities of MyDesigns. This is just one. This concept I showed you is actually, you can do it with print on demand as well, which is very popular. We have over 60 products in our catalog with a lot more coming. But I wanted to show you that. If you like this video and you'd like to see more content like this, let me know. There's a lot of things you can do in MyDesigns, and I'm planning to create a lot of content. So your feedback, your comments on what you would like to see and what you would like to see what's possible, just let me know by leaving a comment below, and I will create a video for you. Cheers, have a great day.